In a world where people are garbage, one rabbit must fight to sell to all of them. This is the warehouse sale. Part 2. So, not a great start. We literally just opened, but there was like 10 people. Thursday mornings are supposed to be like our busiest time. Hopefully that picks up. I have to calm down. We haven't even been open for 5 minutes of this sale yet. Hopefully that picks up because that won't be good. It is just dead here. I'm thinking gone are the days of the $70,000, $80,000 sales. I just don't think that's going to happen again in this economy. I would have thought in a bad economy that we'd be doing really well because items are discounted so much, but apparently that's not the case. There was a point earlier where there wasn't a single customer in here for like 20 minutes, but I still have fun. Justin is sitting at the register on a conference call with some people. He's a streamer, like where they open up the packs of cards and sell them. I don't know, he's explaining it to me and I still don't get it, but anyways, so he's on a conference call with a couple other streamers. So I walked up and loudly said, "I've got a delivery for Justin," and held some adult diapers in front of his phone screen. "Justin, adult diapers." His face got really red. By the way, Mr. Skeleton is still there, whoever sent it. I refuse to believe he escaped out of my walls. And if you don't know what that means, you got some videos to catch up on. I'm so angry. I don't know if it was my other half's doing or because they play the same 4 songs on the radio all the time, but I just caught myself singing along to Taylor Swift, and I think I need to break up with her because she's a bad influence on me. I should not be singing along to Taylor Swift. I don't know what I should be singing along to. Lou Bega. I feel like that's what I should be singing along to. So almost exactly a year ago, we were having our fall sale. I'm not going to be able to pull these out of the box. Hold on. I think it was bag day. Found a whole bunch of these that we completely forgot about. The rest of them are all up there. And maybe more down there. So we found these. And it was like bag day. I wasn't going to put them out. They had been sitting here for almost a year. So I figured, what's another year? So they will sit here until this Halloween. Well, now it's Halloween. They have $5 price tags, so they'll go out on $3 day. How much do you want to bet? Because I just remember that they exist. How much do you want to bet that I'm going to forget about them and find them on bag day and go, oh, I bet it happens. So we're not done yet. We have 5 minutes left, but it's not going to change much. We did 45.07. That's pretty rough. But so the first one on my list is a custom amount, $2. We sold a piece of garbage, literal garbage. Someone brought a Halloween costume. It was one of those inflatable T-Rex ones. And they asked how it worked, and they had it out of the bag, and I looked it over, and it looked like the cord was cut for whatever powers it. So I apologized, I threw it in the trash, and they came back while I was gone, and Justin was the cashier, and they offered him $2 for it, so we pulled it out of the garbage and gave it to him for $2. We sold 7 of the apricot facial scrubs at $1 each. We sold 16 of the canisters of wipes at 2 for $1, so $8. General merchandise, 2,600. NFL apparel, that's all of the Packers sweatshirts. We do still have some NFL apparel, but the Packers sweatshirts are gone, 1,160. Pretzels, 1 for $1. We never even put those out, so I need to figure out if they accidentally did that for a case of pretzels, which are 10, or if someone just grabbed a bag out of the back and bought them, someone who works here. Regular apparel, $250. We sold a 28-piece tap and die set for $50, an Allen bike carrier for $19.99. I paid $5 for that at a garage sale, if you remember from the garage sale video. 1 of the cases of burlap for $30, 2 cases of disinfecting wipes for $19.98. A little disappointed in those. 4 cases of pretzels for $39.96, a crock pot for $19.99, 3 of those end tables for $29.97, HEPA air filter for $49.99, a drum set for $49.99, cordless pressure washer, Ryobi one, for $59.99, one of the solar light up owl sets for $9.99, and 5 of the stepper twist stool workout things for $99.95. All right, I don't get it. You tell me what I'm doing wrong, because there is 2 people in here. It is Friday at 8:30. I mean, even on our really slow days, we still have a little rush in the mornings. At this rate, we're not going to break 1,000 today unless we pick up. Usually that first hour is the busiest hour, even on our really busy sale days. I don't know. I'm so bored. It's so dead. Buddy of mine who has a store about an hour south of me, huge store, he just sent me a video of his security cameras, and he is also completely dead inside. There's nobody in his store. But for lunch, so we're all pitching into like a potluck style lunch, and it's good. One person supplied the brats from a deer he shot. I supplied the buns, another person supplied chips, and another person brought potato salad, but it was not good, at least in my opinion. I'm not a big potato salad person. This is delicious though. So, a little over $3,000 today. We haven't even broke 10 yet, 2 days in. This is gonna be a painful one. I don't even need to do anything to the tables. Like, they're pretty much good to go. I just gotta replace the signage. But on a positive note, I actually left a little bit early and came back because I had to go buy something, a house. I went and bought a house today. So there's that. Now I really need to start making money in these sales. So it is Saturday morning. I don't know if I mentioned, I put this out, $249.99. I feel like that's got better odds of selling than that cool wine cooler. Dropped the prices on all the signs to $7 for all the non-special buy stuff. The plaid sheets, we get 2 left, so I threw them in here. And then we got a bunch of the floral ones yet. These are doing all right. I'm not sure if we sold any of the brown ones, but the red ones, we sold through a couple of boxes. The tan ones, this box is empty. No, it's not empty. Someone must have tossed one in there. What else? King size sheets that were down here are gone. The pink towels, looks like we sold about half of them. None of these rugs, very surprisingly, sold. We got a bunch of these left. This is a rug. I need to fill in a little bit here, and that's pretty much it. We're basically ready to open otherwise. There's still some Packer apparel. These jackets, I'm just going to let them go for $7. There are only 3 left, rather than waiting for the next sale. Packer hats, I'm undecided. I think I might let them go through today and then pull them. And then that's pretty much it. We're basically ready to go. I completely forgot to put these pumpkins out. I bought them in an auction for like $10. There are 9 of them here. And they are mostly crate and barrel, so they're probably pretty expensive. This is a super nice one. I feel like all of these could have sold for 10, so that would have been 90, but this is really my only opportunity to sell them. Otherwise, I would sit on until next year, which I'm not going to do. So I'll take 7 each. That's $63 if they all sell. So still a pretty good markup, and I am keeping 2 for myself. I was going to sell them, but that was at 10. At 7, I'm going to keep these. We got a pair. I don't know where the other one is. It's just a single one. It's not a pair. And then a pumpkin. This was $16.99 at Kohl's. And this was $9.99 at Kohl's. So maybe that one wouldn't have sold. Of course, a lot of that Dollar General stuff that was like $5, $6, $7. I peeled the tags off and it's selling for 10, so
Maybe they would have. Maybe it would have sold. It doesn't matter. I'm keeping it. These candles are a great example. I think all of these were $5 or $6. And I just took all the tags off of them, and they sold for, I mean, they're selling for 10. Now they're gonna be selling for 7. These, I believe these were also like $5, and we sold a good chunk of them. But yeah, it's thinning out, so we're gonna have to work on filling this up more today, throughout the day. But it's at least good enough to open. So it's not too bad in there. Decent amount of people showed up. We would normally consider it really slow, but given what we've been doing, it's pretty good. I am gonna take my lunch, and whenever I take my lunch in the morning, Tim always needs to tell me what time it is, because he doesn't believe lunches should be taken at 8:30 in the morning. But if you're hungry, you're hungry. So we're about to open for Sunday. I just taped one of those to it. Maybe that'll help move these. I'm very disappointed in how these 3 things are selling. $10 each. I would have thought these would be flying out the door. We sold 1 mirror, and I think 5 of those and 13 of these, almost halfway through the sale. Our total 3 days in is 12,000 some change. That should be the first day. The first day should be doing more than that. But that wouldn't be a terrible first day. I'm very disappointed in this sale. But talking to other stores in the area, it seems like this is just, it's not something that's our fault. It's just nobody's spending money. Couldn't tell you why. I mean, I know things are expensive. Money's tight for everybody. But wouldn't that mean you'd want to come to a place like this, any of the liquidation stores in the area, and save some money? I mean, that's what I'm doing. Whenever I need something, I try to save money on it by going to a place like this. But anyways, got reset. We opened in 15 minutes. We got a lot of really good stuff here for $6 a day. Only 4 people came in this morning, although for Sunday morning, that's low, but not abnormal. Sundays usually aren't that great, but even at that, they start even slower and pick up around mid-morning. Maybe we should change the hours for Sunday then. I don't know, but today we're competing with the Packer game. I think this is the first time we've ever had a sale at the same time as a home Packer game. The Packers Stadium is just down the road from us. Maybe 2 miles. So we're competing with that. That's at noon. And that should be interesting. So I don't know if it's going to be nobody here because they're watching the Packers, because it's kind of a ghost town here during the games, or if we'll have a decent amount of people here because the husbands are watching the game and the wives want to shop, or people who aren't into sports, they figure they come when there isn't a lot of people out. I don't know. We will find out. I forgot. Like, I knew there was a Packer game, but I forgot. I was going to wear my Jordan Love jersey, so I'm going to run home and grab that. We have done the sale during games before. It's usually worked out where it was like a 7 o'clock game and we're closed by then, or maybe a 3:30 game, half an hour before we close. Or at the very least an away game, which isn't going to be as crazy around here. So I really don't know what to expect. Normally I try to consider the Packers schedule when I'm scheduling the sale, but we scheduled this sale before the game, or before the schedule had actually been announced. We scheduled this sale in like a couple weeks before the last sale, so that'd be like June-ish is when we scheduled this one. And I don't think the NFL schedule was released yet. So I got my jersey on. Hour in, well, 59 minutes in, we did $222. Oh man, that's rough. That's very rough. Hopefully it picks up as we go throughout the day. So half an hour ago, there was nobody in here, like not a single person. Game now starts in a half an hour, so it's 11:30 now. So today for lunch, my other half last night made lasagna, but like with regular noodles instead of lasagna noodles. She made like 60 pounds of it. It's 2 large pans,
It's delicious, but it's a lot. So that's gonna be my lunch for the next like month. I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining the way I'm saying it. I'm excited. It's delicious, and I don't need to buy food for like the next year. It really sounds like I'm complaining. I am bad at not being sarcastic. Except she hid some vegetables in it. Ugh. And it's been 15 minutes, and we're empty again as one person. We haven't had a customer in like an hour. We broke 2,000. This is rough. But at least the Packers had a big comeback win, so there's that. Now this is an ugly contraption, but I think this will allow me to hang the mirror here. There are holes every so often going through, so I've got one there going through and then one on either side holding it in here. But it was swinging too much, so I put another one in down here where the next hole is, which is a piece of scrap wood. Hopefully that's all covered by the mirror. There we go. And then it looks a little ugly back there. It's not that big of a deal. Then I'll stack the mirrors here. I think that might make them a little bit more noticeable than when they were stacked back here. And I'll pull that out. So over here, I've got the pretzels, I've got the mirrors, and I've got the tables. That helps ensure this looks a little bit more full, and it clears some space here. Those two didn't fit, so I'll just throw those in the back. I'll get this pallet out and this space of stuff, which I think might have been a little hidden away. So then special buy along this wall is just gonna be these two pallets. And then this sign I'll move over. We're getting rid of these. I think these will just sell better in the wintertime. They're fleece bed sheets. Well, wait, I know. I said I'm not gonna sell the same stuff in multiple sales, but this is gonna be one of those things. This is a mess. You can't even see these blankets. So these blankets, I'm gonna move where these king size quilts are. I can put these on a table. These I will probably shift over and then put tables along the back here. I think that's gonna be the plan. Now some of these are getting low. This is the one I thought was gonna be the best seller, and we might have sold a couple. There are 4 per box. It looks like we've sold 1. These have done really well because this is 2 or 3 layers high. That box is empty. Wait, I think I did this the other day. It's almost empty. But there were a couple boxes on top of there. This one's doing all right. The red one seems to be the best one. But as the price drops, I think these will move faster. My cost is about $2 each. So I'm happy getting $5, even 3 just to get rid of them. It was a bad truckload. So that'll pretty much clear this entire back wall. So this will go there, that will go here. So from here over will be clear for tables. And the reason that's important is because I'm emptying this whole wall out, and this will be replaced with shoes. Hopefully that works out. I've got so many shoes, and I'll show you later how I'm gonna display them. I might leave this table here because it's a lot of like apparel stuff. I might leave that here, and this will be the shoe displays. I think that'll work. These steel toes, I don't know if I want to sell them for $5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units left. Too many to run through the auction, so I guess we're gonna let them go for $5. That's kind of a bummer. You'd think these would have gone better. Tim said they're not worth putting on eBay, so I'm just taking his word for that. All right, now this gives us some space. We could probably get 2 tables in here. At least 1 long table. Maybe an 8-footer and a couple more boxes or something. Maybe move some of these over there. I don't know. So I got these benches. They're made to sit in front of here as a bench you sit on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna display a pair of shoes up here and have a box down here full of them, because we have a lot of shoes. So I'm making labels and we're just out of alignment. I don't know why it does this. I used that number in the template. So I tried again, it was close, and adjusted it a little bit. But I printed on the same sheet just so I'm not wasteful, and boy, is that a headache. And we line up perfect. So the shoes are all done. We've got them on display on top here. And if you want to look it up, it says size 10M only, box 306. So you look for 306 right there. I'm trying to have them close to in line, so something here isn't going to be way down there. What I really wanted to do was have like a little placard that would sit next to it rather than be tagged on it. But there's not enough room for that here, and I realized those could easily get separated, so it's nice to have them physically attached to the shoe. So hopefully, I've got about 2 hours of work, 2 to 3 hours of work into this. Hopefully these end up selling well. Plus 130 bucks on these top benches. I think it looks really nice, but we will see. All right, now I just need to finish filling out little gaps on the table like this, or on this. I don't know if I showed you this. I set up a new table over here. I know I talked about doing it. Little gap there. Clean this stuff up a little bit, fill something in here, and I am basically ready. Oh, and replace all the $6 day signs, and I'm basically ready to go home. As you can see, it's starting to get dark out. It is currently 6:23 p.m. and we open again tomorrow. So we got stuff filled in. We got $5 signs all up. I'm going home. This looks so nice. It is 7:02 p.m. I think that's a pretty good time to call it quits. I'm ready to go tomorrow. I can roll in at 7 o'clock, right as it's time to do the morning video, and I'm good. But, you know, if I get up a little earlier, that would be nice. I can get some stuff done. So that is it. Now, you know what that means? That's where we're going to cut it off. You're going to have to wait for the next video for part 3. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope the next part of the sale, just a pillow sham. Hope the next part of the sale is significantly better than the last half of the sale. That's it. I'm done talking. I'm going home.